Welcome to B&B Spoiler Zone. Fire your #1 place for all the juicy spoilers, shocking twists, and behind-the-scenes buzz from the bold and the beautiful. If you don't want to miss what's coming next in episode, you're in the right place. Taylor's heartbreak exposed. What's next after Ridge chooses Brooke? This week's slow-burning plot on the bold and the beautiful belongs entirely to Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. After times of love triangles, battles, and fragile armistices, Taylor's heart has formerly again been shattered by the man she believed would eventually choose her, Ridge Forrester, Torsten K. The stunner? Ridge confessed the verity. He may watch about Taylor, but his heart still belongs to Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. So, where does that leave Taylor? Is she fated to remain the eternal runner-up in Ridge's life? Or is this the morning of a whole new chapter for the fallen heroine? Let's break it all down in a scene-by-scene disquisition of Taylor's heartache, her shocking clarity, and what might be coming for one of the most iconic women in Los Angeles. Ridge ends it all. The week opened with a gut punch. Ridge eventually told Taylor that he couldn't move forward with their engagement. He tried to soften the blow with words like "I'll always watch for you," but the verity was inarguable. Ridge admitted that he was still in love with Brooke. Taylor's response was raw and real. At first, she entwined. In true cleaner fashion, she contended with Ridge, prayed him to review, and indeed reminded him of the pledges he made. But as the shock wore off, reality set in. Taylor realized that she was fighting a losing battle, because deep down, she always knew Brooke was Ridge's so-called fortune. Taylor's moment of clarity. The turning point came when Taylor stopped soliciting and started reflecting. For times, she's known the verity. Ridge has always had one bottom in Brooke's world, indeed when he was standing by Taylor's side. Every kiss, every pledge, every romantic moment came with a shadow, the shadow of Brooke Logan. Spoilers tease that Taylor eventually conceded what suckers have been crying at their defenses for decades: she deserves better. Accepting that Ridge will always choose Brooke isn't weakness, it's the first step toward freedom. But don't anticipate Taylor to fade still into the background. This heartache may be the catalyst for a bold new direction. The fallen heroine rises again. Taylor has always been portrayed as the steady, compassionate volition to Brooke's impulsive passion. She's the woman who tries to hold families together, the therapist who gives everyone additional advice while floundering to heal her own injuries. Now, after heartache, Taylor may eventually be ready to break free from Ridge's route formerly and for all. Spoilers suggest that rather of wallowing, she could conduct her pain into commission. Suckers might soon see a stronger, fiercer Taylor who refuses to let Ridge define her. Could this be the morning of a revived Taylor plot? Numerous suckers hope so. Addict responses: sympathy versus frustration. Commonly, the fanbase has exploded with opinions. Some observers feel genuine sympathy for Taylor, praising Rebecca Budig's emotional performances and averring that Taylor deserves her own happiness. Others, still, are frustrated. They argue that Taylor has been caught in the same cycle as Brooke, allowing Ridge to control her happiness, chasing after a man who has proven time and again that he'll no way truly commit. Social media has been buzzing with commentary like, "Taylor deserves better than this tired triangle. Let her move on." Formerly, watching her supplicate was painful. Taylor is supposed to be stronger than that. Rebecca Budig is killing it, but the jotting needs to give Taylor further than just Ridge scraps. The takeaway? Suckers are ready for Taylor to evolve. What's next for Taylor? So, what happens now that Taylor has had her moment of clarity? Let's explore the possibilities. 1. Taylor leaves Los Angeles. One option is that Taylor takes a step back, both literally and figuratively. Spoilers allude that she might consider leaving city to regroup, heal, and rediscover herself down from the chaos of the Forrester-Logan drama. A temporary exit could set up a triumphant return, stronger, independent, and ready to take charge. 2. Taylor finds new love. Another possibility is a brand new love story. Could Taylor eventually find someone who loves her without conditions or comparisons? Suckers have floated names like Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon, or indeed Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, as implicit matches. Pairing Taylor with someone outside her usual circle could not only revitalize her character but also shake up the oil in unanticipated ways. 3. Taylor turns dark. Of course, this is a cleaner pieces, and heartache frequently leads to dramatic metamorphoses. What if Taylor's grief morphs into bitterness? Spoilers could set up a plot where Taylor embraces a darker side, determined to make Ridge and Brooke pay for demeaning her yet again. While Taylor has always been the good negation to Brooke, a darker bow could add succulent layers to her character. 4. Taylor focuses on family. Rather of love, Taylor might turn her energy toward her children. Between Thomas's, Matthew Atkinson, volatility and Steffi's, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, ongoing drama, Taylor has plenitude to keep her enthralled. Her heartache could motivate her to put family above all differently, reminding suckers why she's been such an anchor in the Forrester world. Brooke versus Taylor, the rivalry continues? While Taylor has made peace with the fact that Brooke is Ridge's fortune, that doesn't mean the contest is over. Spoilers allude that Taylor and Brooke could disaccord again, not inescapably over Ridge, but over moping resentments. After all, Taylor may be calm now, but feelings like heartache and demotion don't just evaporate. Will Taylor truly step back, or will the pain resurface in the form of renewed conflict with Brooke? Suckers are dying to find out. Taylor's future fan propositions. Then are some of the most popular addict propositions about what could be coming. Taylor and Deacon romance with Brooke enthralled by Ridge. Taylor might be drawn toward Cleric, who has his own complicated history with Brooke. This would produce a fresh triangle with entirely new dynamics. Taylor leaves with a secret. Some suckers presume that Taylor might leave City harboring a shocking secret, bone. That could shake Ridge and Brooke's world when it eventually comes out. Taylor becomes the power player rather of chasing love. Taylor could dive into Forrester Creations or another professional part, arising as a strong, independent woman concentrated on her career. The Rebecca Budig factor. Let's not forget the actress behind the part. Rebecca Budig has brought a new energy to Taylor, with her emotional range and fiery presence reverberating explosively with observers. Spoilers suggest the Pens may be setting Taylor up for a major plot bow, one that eventually gives her the limelight she deserves outside of Ridge. Still, Budig's interpretation of Taylor could come one of the most dynamic womanish characters on day television right now, if that's the case. The bigger picture: why Taylor's story matters. Taylor's heartache isn't just about her particular life, it's about the larger themes of the bold and the beautiful. This plot reflects issues of tone worth, poisonous connections, and the struggle to break free from unhealthy cycles. For decades, both Brooke and Taylor have been trapped in Ridge's route, their lives revolving around his choices. But now, Taylor's consummation could gesture a larger shift. However, it could inspire Brooke, and perhaps indeed Ridge, to defy their own poisonous patterns, if she eventually breaks down. Slow Burn Sunday: The Aftermath. This week's slow burn was about further than just a bifurcation. It was about watching Taylor move through denial, grief, clarity, and acceptance. It was about planting seeds for what comes next. Spoilers suggest that while Taylor may have accepted Brooke as Ridge's fortune, she isn't going down still. Rather, she could crop from this heartache stronger, smarter, and ready to write her own fortune. Final studies: the road ahead. Taylor Hayes has been through hell and back, but her story is far from over. Ridge may have broken her heart, but in the long run, this could be the stylish thing that ever happened to her. Suckers are watching nearly to see if the Pens will eventually give Taylor the elaboration she deserves. Will she find new love? Will she embrace independence? Or will she take a darker turn, channelizing her heartache into vengeance? One thing is certain: Taylor's trip is just beginning. And for suckers of the bold and the beautiful, that means further drama, further twists, and further reasons to tune in every day. We've formerly unpacked the heartache that shook Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, to her core. Ridge Forrester, Torsten Kay, ended their engagement and confessed what numerous of us suspected all along: he's still in love with Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. For Taylor, this disclosure was soul-crushing, but it also offered clarity. Ridge's fortune was no way truly her. In the original breakdown, we explored Taylor's curl, her moment of clarity, and the possibilities ahead. Now let's dive deeper into the fallout, the addict responses, the narrative openings, and the long-term future of Taylor Hayes. The emotional deconstruction of Taylor's heartbreak. Heartache in detergents isn't just about gashes and soliciting, it's about what the pain symbolizes. Taylor's heartache is concentrated. Romantic betrayal she allowed. Ridge was eventually choosing her for real, not as an answer or temporary distraction. Broken promises. Ridge gave her an engagement ring, words of commitment, and stopgap forever that no way materialized. Public demotion. Everyone knows Ridge has fudged between her and Brooke for decades. This bifurcation isn't private, it's public, and that makes the sting indeed sharper. The brilliance of this plot lies in the slow burn. Taylor didn't incontinently flip a switch. She entwined, she prayed, she cried, and also she set up her footing. Suckers got to watch the entire emotional bow, and now we're perched at the edge of what comes next. Taylor versus herself. What's fascinating is that Taylor's biggest rival isn't Brooke, it's herself. The part of Taylor that still believes in Ridge, that still wants him despite everything, is her true adversary. Will she conquer that part of herself? Or will she slide back into the same poisonous cycle that has defined her for decades? The spoilers suggest a turning point, but whether the pens allow her to truly evolve remains to be seen. This is Taylor's occasion to choose herself for formerly Brooke's shadow. Taylor admitted it herself: Ridge will always see Brooke as his fortune. That's a ruinous verity, but also a freeing one. However, she may eventually be suitable to step out of Brooke's shadow, if Taylor can internalize that knowledge. For times, Taylor has been written as the other woman, the yin to Brooke's yang. Their contest is iconic, but it has also boxed Taylor in. Imagine the eventuality if Taylor's stories stopped revolving around Brooke and Ridge altogether. A fresh love, someone brand new who isn't tied to Ridge or Brooke. A professional triumph, Taylor reclaiming her power as a therapist, author, or businesswoman. A family anchor, Taylor guiding her children, especially Thomas, through their own storms. By leaving Brooke's shadow, Taylor could truly shine. The dark Taylor theory. While numerous suckers want Taylor to grow stronger and independent, others are lodging for a darker bow. After all, the bold and the beautiful thrives on shocking twists, and what's more shocking than Taylor embracing her bitterness? Picture it. Taylor still bides her time, smiling and pretending she's moved on. Behind the scenes, she begins manipulating events to sabotage Brooke and Ridge's reunion. She uses her chops as a therapist not to heal, but to control. This dark Taylor bow would flip the character fully on its head, turning her from victim to villain. Rebecca Budig's amusement chops could absolutely vend it. And suckers? They'd eat it up. A cleric and Taylor connection? Let's talk romance. However, she needs someone unanticipated if Taylor truly wants to move on from Ridge. Enter Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon. Cleric is complicated, messy, and deeply defective, but he also knows what it's like to be seen as not good enough. Pairing him with Taylor would be shocking, fresh, and dramatic. Brooke would be affrighted. Ridge would be jealous. And Taylor? She'd eventually have a man concentrated on her, not Brooke. Is it healthy? Perhaps not. Is it amusing? Absolutely. Addict responses extended. Then's where the addict converse really heats up. Beyond sympathy and frustration, there's also Commission hopes suckers want Taylor to represent growth. They're tired of seeing intelligent women reduced to soliciting for rich. Actress praise Rebecca Budig is winning over observers with her vulnerability and strength, indeed when the jotting falters. Triangle fatigue. Numerous suckers are oral about wanting the Brooke/Taylor/Ridge triangle to end permanently. Some of the loudest addict quotations include, "Taylor deserves her own fortune, not Ridge's leavings. The jotting is stuck in the 90s. Let Taylor move on. Brooke and Taylor should burn Ridge down together rather of fighting over him. Taylor's family part. A deeper look. One frequently overlooked aspect of Taylor's character is her part as a mama. Thomas and Steffi have always looked to her for guidance, and right now, they need her further than ever. Thomas' his volatility, preoccupation with hope, and fragile sense of tone could helical again. Taylor might step in as the grounding force he desperately needs. Steffi as a hustler at Forrester Creations. Steffi faces constant challenges. Taylor could help her navigate the business and particular battles ahead. By shifting Taylor's focus to her family, the show could punctuate her strength in a new, stimulating way. The long-term lucre. Then's where the slow burn really pays off. However, the eventual lucre could be massive if Taylor's heartache is handled with tolerance and depth. Imagine a time from now. Taylor has rebuilt her life, stronger and further independent. Ridge comes crawling back, realizing he made a mistake. This time, Taylor says no. That kind of long-term liar would give suckers the check they've been pining for decades. The Brooke Factor future contest? While Taylor may have made peace with Brooke as Ridge's fortune, that doesn't abolish the resentment. The contest may evolve, but it's far from over. Unborn conflicts could stem from family ties, dissensions over their children and grandchildren. Forrester Creations power struggles at the family business. Particular growth. Brooke and Taylor's evolving individualities colliding outside of Ridge's influence. Indeed, without Ridge at the center, Brooke and Taylor are fated to clash. Why this plot matters. At its core, Taylor's heartache isn't just about Ridge. It's about womanish tone worth, cycles of toxin, and the courage to break free. The Bold and the Beautiful has a chance to tell a story that resonates far beyond cleaner drama. By showing Taylor rise from heartache to commission, the pens couldn't only revitalize her character but also shoot an important communication to observers: you don't need someone additional's confirmation to be whole. Final Enterprise. What's next? Still, then are the top prognostications for Taylor's coming chapter. If we look at all the angles. Taylor leaves town. She takes a break to heal, setting up a dramatic return. New romance, a shocking pairing with Cleric, Bill, or indeed a brand new character. Dark Taylor, a unlawful turn, using her brainpower for vengeance. Family focus, getting the stabilizing force her children desperately need. Career power move, Taylor dives into her profession, getting a reputed authority in Los Angeles again. Conclusion. Taylor Hayes has always been further than just Ridge's other woman. She's a mama, a professional, a survivor, and a woman with untapped eventuality. Her heartache may feel like another round of the same old cycle, but this time, there's stopgap for real change. Whether she chooses commission, love, or vengeance, one thing is clear: Taylor's story is far from over. And for suckers of the bold and the beautiful, that means drama, passion, and endless enterprise.